Gary, this is your April 1, 2025 lesson. The setup is better, okay? Remember, you didn't have an angle between your arms and let's see. Yeah, this is how we started, okay? So at least there's an angle between your arms and the shaft. You know, it's kind of like a preset lag, and you've got a pretty good setup there, better than ever. See how your arms are almost under your shoulders as opposed to the Mo Norman where your hands were kind of like out here, not even close to under your shoulders where they should be. So better stance. Then what happens though as you take away, see the butt of the club, the butt of the club goes whoop. So this is old programming. So you end up with, so the hands move away. See this? And they keep moving away. So now what you have to, what we're shooting for is the butt of the club starts at this X crossing, okay? And let me get this back to the right color. And with, see, the handle goes away from it. Now you're going to have to race to get this thing deep enough. So, and we get it to this point, okay? Now, this point, we draw it down. This intercepts, you know, just inside the ball of your foot, you know. But, you know, your ankle is like there, and, you know, so it, you know, what we want the club to do is get further inside, and, you know, you prevent it because the handle goes out here to start. So on is from this position, unless you push your hands towards the ball, if you rotate and lock in your hands, that part of the club should be coming inside. See it? And then easier to get some depth. But anyway, so here, this is, except for the depth, this is right position. See, the shaft is still on the plane, swing plane. The arm is parallel to the swing plane. This is really good top position. But see what happens. Okay, so when you come down, see how the butt goes straight at the ball, and then what causes that? See that? Okay, in the transition, that's where the weight goes from the left foot area to the, I'm sorry, the right foot area to the foot area. You get that change. So, but as you start the transition, see that shoulder spinning out of the way, spinning, you know, to left and back. That the better straight towards the balls. So it's going towards the ball and this way, seeing what depth you have, lose depth immediately. Started on that line. Okay, so then left shoulder from this, and that gets you into the nothing position here. That's, and you know, it should be on your, you know, that's checkpoint. Point 2, and the next checkpoint, you know, the club head, when the shaft should overlap your from behind perspective, and it's going to go left or both. So, and the reason is you're spinning that. Remember, you got to, in the weight shift, weight over to the left. That shoulder doesn't spin. It's steady. The way of thinking is position the back, your back facing and it's over. Keeps that left shoulder from just keep your back target. You know, half second in the transition, get your hands on. So from now the top, you know, this is pretty good here. See, this is what that left shoulder from transition. This is his transition. Watch that shoulder. His back's facing the target. Now watch. Here's the weight shift. He actually sits down and see that weight shift. And look at the back stays there. It doesn't spin. So now, then when the club gets about waist high, now that shoulder will start spinning and clearing. But can you see the depth here? He's getting his left arm over his chest, and his hands are going that direction. But look at this little sit down. See that? So this is his weight shift from here to here. The shoulders haven't budged. It's a shorter iron, so that, you know, he's got a more narrow stance, and so the weight shift isn't pronounced. He did a few drills and discussed some things and hit a lot of balls, and so the one on the left is where we started, and the next one, the middle one, is where we staged your club in the right area, and then you went ahead and swung the club. And on the one on the far right, this is where you did the pump drill at the end with a ball, which is a really good swing. Okay, so I stopped at this point because this is when your hands are waist high. So if you see where your shoulders are? Your shoulders are like straight away at that point. They aren't closed at all. This stage backswing or transition point, your shoulders are closed, and you're also on your forearm. And on this one, this is part of your pump drill. See how your shoulders are drastically closed? Okay. When the shoulders are closed, that, you know, your hands are like under your chin. Yeah? And this one, it's out, it's not even over the top of your head. So, and that's because of the shoulder spinning. The shoulder spins, and your hands go ripping this direction, right? The hands go this direction, and in this case, you're just dropping your hands. Okay, so let's look at this swing here. This is where we stage it. So we took you to the top, and then we set you right where you should be. Okay, and then you did a little ratchet, and then you. But see, even with this, when you start down, look at that left shoulder. It'll spin crazy. Okay, but the thing is, you had room to spare because the hands were already waist high. Okay, so this is a good swing, right? And it's more rounded and it's on plane, so